This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. Podcast where a few guys sit around, have a few beers, some laughs, talk about this, talk about that. Usually, okay, this is the part where we introduce our hosts. Got a little sad news today. Usually there's three of us and sometimes a special guest, but unfortunately there's only two of us. Well, maybe just unfortunately for that person. Fortunately for Mike, you and I, there's two of us. But we have a little sad news, and we're just gonna take a moment of silence right now for it. Go ahead, Gabe.
Oh, Joey.
You look so happy there.
A couple episodes ago, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Good times. A couple episodes ago, Joe was bragging that he's father of the year. You know, when the kids get sick, he just, cuddles them and gets them all nicey nice.
Okay, I guess the moment of silence is over.
That was over, bro. How many fucking moments of silence do we need?
Listen.
Yeah, dead air is dead air.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're just kidding, folks. Joey, 1/3 of the Brew Crew, is he's been sick and he's not able to be with us tonight. So we're gonna pour a little bit out for our homies tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, a little bit, just a little bit. Joey will clean that up. Seriously, man, we miss you. Get better, get well.
Quick recovery.
Yeah. But tonight we have my man across the table, Mike, and I'm Adrian, and we got Gabe, our producer. And this is Beers and BS, the podcast.
For the record, my oldest friend did everything he could to get someone to fill in tonight. I mean, he went as far as to ask the fucking Amazon delivery guy to come in. You know what I mean?
I put a quick ad in the paper. Nobody responded.
Nobody wanted peace.
But
do you guys find it ironic? That last week you were talking about this being the 6th season?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very fitting.
No, it's not Gabe, this is a true story. Okay. This is how it is, at least around here. Always people are getting sick. And I'm telling you, and like Joey said it last week, and his family and my family. Mike, you didn't really mention too much if you guys get sick around this time.
We're resilient.
Yeah? Oh, you're tough, right? You guys are tough. Yeah. Unbelievable. Anyway, our first segment, okay, which is, you know what? Our first segment, I know Gabe always introduced our sponsors at the beginning of the show, but it's Christmas time, guys, and it's coming close. So our first segment, what are you drinking, is sponsored by underthesuninserts.com. Under the Sun Inserts for all your Jeep Wrangler needs.
All right.
There's still time, folks. If you ask Joey and Mike, they have till 6 o'clock Christmas Eve?
Yeah. 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You kidding me?
So anyway, Mike, what do you got today? What are you drinking?
I am drinking a Blue Point Imperial Sunshine. It's actually not bad. It's flavored with orange, so it kind of goes with what I was drinking last week.
You're drinking Blue Moon,
yeah. Right? And so it's very similar, except this one is like 9.6 alcohol to volume.
Strong.
Yeah.
So you'll put 1.5, 1.5 for you. I'm drinking. This is inspired by my man Joey, since he's not here. A couple weeks ago, he was drinking Just Tap It In, and it's fantastic. I have to say, I wanted to try it. I was intrigued. I wanted to try it. It's an IPA, New England style IPA, and I just love the can because it's like a knockoff. It's supposed to be Happy Gilmore. If you guys could see that, you got Chubb, Shooter, and then his caddy. Delicious. I love it. I can't see, it's 1940s Brewing Company, but I can't see what the alcohol content is, but it's very good. So cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
And get well, Joey.
All right,
buddy. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna do. Just you wait and see.
All right.
If I do this,
Shoot.
What am I talking about?
Tommy DeVito. 3 in a row, baby.
3 in a row. Is it? I mean, do we start? I'm excited. I'm excited. I think this guy came at the perfect time.
Listen, like a real fan, you love to win. But if you look at the overall picture, at the end of the day, I think we should have been tanking. I mean, as much as I like these 3 wins, it gets us nowhere. Even if we go and run the end of the season, what we got 9-8 or something like that?
No,
And 9-8.
8-9. If we ran Tampa, it'd be 8-9.
8-9, which is even worse.
No, I'm sorry.
It would be
You're
9-8.
Right. No, you're right. I apologize. 9-8. You're right.
Right. But that would probably be the only 3rd best record in our division. It wouldn't even give us a wild card. It's all for naught. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't know that. You don't know. 9-8 might get you a wild card. They're not, but that's the problem. They got Philly twice, and I've beaten Philly.
Well, and Philly's 10 and what, 2 or something now?
No, 9-4 now.
No, I think they have 10, and Dallas have 10, but Dallas has the tiebreaker because they beat them head to head. Those 2 teams have
once again, you're right.
Listen, I'm on a roll. But all these wins, it feels nice for us. But overall, I think we should have been tanking for the better picks next year. So,
do you remember a few episodes ago? Right, probably maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago now. We were like, it was Halloween and the season's over, right? I'm excited. I mean, are we going out Sunday?
No, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm ready. Exactly, right? We've gone out probably once since then. I think this all came at least around, I mean, apparently with his agent and stuff like that, this first one, this is a story across the country. But I'm saying around here, I think it was perfect timing. Oh, yeah. We needed this.
Oh, yeah, because football, not just with the Giants, but the Jets, there's nothing to talk about.
It sucks, man. Yeah, it sucks when the season's over so early.
So this gives us a little spark, and
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited for him. He's making a name for himself. Yeah. Mr. Local,
Dude, his dad is doing radio commercials.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, for the oil heating company that he owns.
Right, Gabe, I don't know. His dad is, I mean, you're probably, obviously not getting this because it's a local radio station, but his dad is a plumber, DeVito Plumbing, and he is on the local radio doing Peerless Boilers commercials. You know what I mean? It's just like
paid commercials, or is it like impromptu within interviews?
No. This is a radio ad. This is a commercial during the commercial break on a show, sports radio. Wow. He's reading an ad. It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, and then with his agent, I mean, his agent's probably one of the most famous people in America right now.
What's his name?
The fedora is probably helping a lot.
Yeah. But apparently
he's styling,
like that's not like that wasn't a gimmick. That wasn't like, I know I'm going to be on TV. Let me
that was not.
No, like that's how he dresses. They went back.
Really?
Local radio. All right. Boomer and Geo. Okay. Boomer Esiason for all those that don't live around here. And Greg Giannotti, #1 morning show they have on 660 The Fan around here on Long Island, New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut. And they had him on.
They
had the agent on yesterday. Well, the day after Monday Night Football game. And he Gio was looking up pictures and stuff of him, and he's like, no, this is him. Like there's several images like on social media. Like that's just how that's how he rolls, man.
God bless him.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
He looks like a character.
Yeah. And this kid played fantastic on Monday night. He really did. I mean, look, I'm not getting crazy, man. He beat Green Bay. Green Bay was probably the best team that he did beat, and he played his best, in that game. But then, he beat New England. He beat Washington.
Right.
They're terrible.
Loser teams,
yeah, they're terrible. But, I mean, this game, he didn't record a sack.
No, it was legit.
I mean, he still hasn't passed for over 200 yards. But
he didn't need to.
Yeah, but he's playing well. And I'm excited.
He rushed for like 70 yards, I think, too. I think he was the leading rusher on both teams, I'll be honest.
That's possible. I know he's leading rusher on the Giants.
Oh, yeah. I think on both teams that night.
So I'm excited, man. I hope we go out Sunday.
Yeah.
I was so close to getting a Tommy DeVito jersey, but no, I'm not there yet. I'm being realistic.
So talking about jerseys, I have a Kerry Collins jersey, #5. Okay. And that's Thibodeau's number now.
Yeah. You gonna take the Collins off?
Is it corny to do that shit? All
right. First off, okay, let's get to the real root of what you're saying. You have a Kerry Collins jersey that still fits you?
I always buy them.
Because that's probably the most impressive thing, right? Okay.
What year was that? 2000?
Yeah. I mean, 2000. He took the Giants to Super Bowl in 2000. So a
Define
23-year-old
fits.
jersey that still fits you?
I'm sure.
That's probably the most impressive thing you said.
My body's a temple. Look at this. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Yeah, I would. Why not? You know? It's ridiculous. I mean, who is it? I think it's American Express. Okay, maybe you might know this information. I don't know. That if you buy a jersey and then say like that person gets traded or leaves a team like the next year, you can get refunded on that. I mean, you hear anything about that?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's because that's just it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Like if you're like me and bought a Kevin Durant fucking Nets jersey for like 1 year.
So it's from Fanatics. It's called Jersey Assurance, not insurance. And it basically it's a free replacement jersey if the active pro player switches teams within 90 days of purchase.
Okay.
Oh, 90 days. I thought it was maybe like, a year. But
that still gives you a little insurance.
Like you brought up, right? Our cousin Vinny, he got his tickets. We went to a Nets game. We were in a suite. He's got the kids and he gets them all Durant jerseys, either Durant or Kyrie. It probably was within that 90 days. Okay. That's when they got traded. That's when he got traded to Phoenix last year and Kyrie went to Dallas.
Unbelievable.
So, hey, they still sport them. I still see them wearing them.
Yeah. They're nice. The one I bought was nice.
Yeah.
Like throwback, red, white, and blue. Fucking hot.
That's one of them got that. Yeah. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to that arena?
Yeah, actually
Barclays?
I was in the suite, thanks to A-Rod and Tamisha, to watch a Nets playoff game. Not with Durant though. The year prior, or the year prior to that, maybe. But yes, I was there, and I actually saw, thanks to A-Rod and Tamisha, a boxing match there. It was fucking awesome. So yeah, I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah, I was only there once. It was really nice.
I find it hard to get to for us, like parking wise and stuff. Is I just find it a little out of the way. I'd rather, go to the Garden. You could take the train right there. You not have to transfer or anything like that.
There's nothing. Well, actually, UBS Arena is pretty easy too, because now you can take the train
Right
there.
Yeah,
but I'm saying the Garden's pretty much the easiest.
Yeah.
Speaking of UBS Arena, okay. I was at an Islander game recently, right? And I wanted to bring something up. To you guys, but Joey had to get sick, so I'll bring it up to you.
I'll have to do.
I'm giving it a name. You know what I mean? I've never heard it referred to this, but this is what I was thinking, and it's called. I'm calling it aisle etiquette. Okay, there should be such a thing as aisle etiquette. Okay, and that's what that means is when you're sitting down, okay, and somebody, if like you're in the middle, you're not on the ends in your row, and somebody has to get up and use the bathroom. Everybody should stand up and let that person go. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm moving in and out, and I'm not, I have to go a few times, during the game, and especially like, even like halftime stuff. Some people, if you decide to sit down, dude, okay, that's fine. That's your pride. You pay for your seat. But if I'm coming through, it's like I got my ass in this guy's face.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm kind of bent
in between his legs.
I swear, I'm not kidding. I swear to God, I was ready to turn around, okay, and just put my crotch in his face, because then maybe you get the point. You know what I'm saying? Dude, why don't you just stand up? I'm not a small person. Why don't you just stand up and let me get by?
Were they a bigger person?
Not really. They're like an average sized person,
So it was just being rude.
It's just rude, lazy. I don't know what it is.
So, no, I think it's rude, but I also think it's a two-way street, right? So absolutely. If you see someone, getting up, you stand up and make it easy and let them walk by, right? But if that person is doing it multiple times and taking advantage of the situation, then that's when the attitude could kick in, and you're like,
but what's multiple times taking advantage of? Like, what's the situation? Maybe this person has a small bladder. Like, what's taking advantage?
Well, there's an etiquette, right? Like you said, there's an etiquette.
But there's a limit. There's a count.
Yeah, because a person is trying to sit there and watch the game. Now they got to get up and down for you. Once, yes, twice, okay. But if you're making it a habit, I may make you walk over me, third, fourth time.
I mean, I don't know. I look, if we're at the movies, that's a little bit different, okay, because it's a movie and you don't want to miss a thing. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to be interrupted. But at a game,
hockey's one of the funniest though. If you get up during the period, right? While the puck is in motion, they won't let you go back and sit down. You have to wait till there's a stop and play, and then they let you sit back down. Have you noticed that?
Not really.
Really?
That goes on a lot at baseball stadiums now too.
I was gonna say baseball, yeah.
If they're in between innings, or if there's a pitch or someone's at bat, they will the ushers will wait until there's a stoppage in play to let people go down.
Depending where you're sitting. Now, we were sitting in Citi Field with the Mets play, and we were sitting behind home plate. So that I get because
It's disturbing.
I guess maybe for the pitcher.
No, I was sitting in the tears at UBS watching, going to the Islander game, and I went to the bath. I was coming back, and the guy was like, "Oh, you have to wait." I'm like, "What?"
So what do you do? Somebody's coming. You're sitting down. Okay, you're whatever. You're in the middle. You're sitting down. Somebody's coming through. You see them. They're shuffling through.
Nah, you stand up.
You stand up.
Yeah,
right?
that's the right thing to do.
Okay, so if they want, let's say, if they reach the limit you have in your head, okay?
3.
So if on the 4th time you're sitting down,
Yeah, fuck them. You know what I mean? I might even try to trip them. Fuck out of here.
Are you
came to watch a game. You didn't came to fucking go get ice cream, go to the bathroom, go charge your phone. Come on. We're here to watch the game.
How about this? Say there is empty seats behind you or in front of you.
Climb over and go to empty.
Do you climb over or okay?
I do.
Yeah, the path of least resistance, right?
Because I try not to have these people get up. Anytime I book tickets for anything, I try to get the aisle as much as possible. I try to get the aisle just for that reason. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be. Like I said, I'm not a small person, So when I'm trying to squeeze through, and my ass is just, in these people's faces, you got to get up, man. You got to get up. That's all.
So I was at a Titans game here in Nashville last year. And
I went to a Titans game last year too. Titans Raiders.
Out here, of course, you get swamp ass because of the humidity. So if you choose to sit down, you're getting a face full of swamp ass, and that's all your fault.
Who wants that shit? What game did you go to? I went to Titans Raiders. It was like maybe week 3.
It was Titans Colts.
Okay.
So that's when Carson Wentz was still on the team, actually. So that was a couple years ago.
Yeah. Cool, nice stadium. I heard they're building, and they might be building a new one.
Yeah, there's a lot of ruckus going on because Nashville is the city is flipping the bill for a lot of it, and the taxpayers do not want to pay for it, obviously.
Of course.
So to me, I don't live within the city limits or within the county, so I'm just like, fuck it, do what you want.
Yeah,
build it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a whole new complex. It's supposed to be a fan friendly complex with like a city walk and restaurants and that sort of thing. So I enjoy those type of venues rather than just going to a stadium and then that's all there is.
It looks like they get their quarterback, right? This kid, Will Levy?
Yeah.
It looks like the real deal.
Levis?
Levis.
Yeah.
They beat Miami the other night, which was a huge shocker,
Yeah.
But that kid, he gets in there, he throws it down, bro.
How many people you think got knocked? That was like the knockout pool?
Oh,
like
man.
That game. Because for sure, that's who I would have picked Miami for sure.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
They probably knocked so many people out, and that's how it goes.
Football's funny like that. That's why, they play the games.
Okay. So aisle etiquette, guys. If it's not a real thing, it's a real thing. Okay. And stand up. All right.
So
wait, hold on. Sorry. You and I we've flown together quite a few times.
Yeah.
When somebody has to get up to pee on the plane, you get up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
You have to.
Just checking.
That you have to. I don't even know if they could climb around you, with those seats.
Just checking. But all right, what were you gonna say about
You guys don't fly first class?
No, we brought up etiquette, and part of etiquette is the way people dress, right?
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, I see children go to school in their pajamas, like literally, or even shopping, Christmas shopping. I see people with fucking slippers and pajamas on and stuff. Like, what kind of world are we living in? And you mentioned like airplane. Like back in the day when people took, jumped on an airplane, they got suited up, you know?
Yeah.
And something that bothered me now is Zelensky. That he came to visit Washington D.C. the other day, and I see pictures of him with Joe Biden and Schumer and McConnell. He's wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, I saw that.
where's your suit and tie, bro? You're begging us for billions of dollars. Suit up.
Yeah.
Where's the etiquette these days?
Yeah.
When did that become, acceptable?
That, I mean, on that degree, that's rare. You don't really see that. You know what I mean? You don't see.
He's a leader of a country.
Yeah,
And
I agree. And it's funny you say that because I kind of thought the same thing. I saw that they had a little press conference and I thought the same thing. But I feel like every time I've seen Zelensky, he's in like that same outfit. I'm not like, that's like not a knock on him.
He's like, I got 8 of these.
He's just, no, meaning like he's like wearing like the BDU pants, you know what I mean? Like some kind of sweater, like tactical sweater and stuff. And he's just like, I'm at war. I'm on the front line. I'm there. I mean, that's kind of like how I take it. But I agree. I was a little shocked.
Right. Shocked. I mean, that's the front line. You came to Washington, D.C. to ask these guys for billions.
I agree.
Not a little loan, a handout for billions. Suit up. The least you could do.
Do you remember when Eazy-E went to visit Ronald Reagan at the White House and Eazy-E was wearing a starter jacket, a Raiders hat, and a Jerry curl?
I don't remember that, but yeah, I'm not surprised. Listen, come on. How many times, right? You and I have gone out together. And how many times have we seen it? And I've said it to you. I would love to know when the hooded sweatshirt replaced the button down. Okay. Nobody, we see kids in their 20s and stuff getting, going out, and I can't even believe what they're wearing. But that's kind of really what happened, man. I mean, the hooded sweatshirt is like the new button down. It doesn't matter. And I'll tell you, and then like I see some of these girls and it's like, my wife would never freaking look at me if I was getting like a hooded sweatshirt.
I don't know what happened. Like, cause you only have, one chance to make a first impression. Right?
I tell my kids that all the time.
Right. And that's the impression you want to make upon the world. Like, I'm laid back and ready for bed.
Listen, my son we used to dress that kid up all the time. And now he's just all about like, jogging pants,
comfort.
Yeah. Joggers, sweatshirts and stuff. And that's what he wears to school. And then, the few times I have to pick him up because he stays after. And that's what all the kids are wearing, he's like, nobody dresses like this, Nobody to get him to wear jeans is like, whew, it's a big deal. But no, man, I agree with you. I agree with you. It is I feel like it's probably past like 10 years. I feel like it's gotten a lot worse. I don't know.
No, and now you have world leaders walking around like that. I just don't get it. I really don't.
No,
we even have Fetterman. We have a Senator Fetterman who's wearing a hoodie and shorts too.
Yeah.
No, he's in a league of his own.
They they told him he kind of changed. He made that change. They kind of like changed the dress code, I believe.
What do you mean?
Congress, like what he has to wear, like when he's in like
They told him the can't be wearing
chambers. That? Yeah, that he's got to
suit up.
Yeah, you got to suit up.
I mean, it's tradition. You're in this big institution. You should try to, I don't know, represent your constituents and look sharp. I don't know.
I mean, if there's a dress code, you have to follow it. I mean, for years, I couldn't have, my hair had to be a certain length. I couldn't have facial hair.
Right.
I mean, all kinds of things. My uniform had to be a certain way.
That's when he played for the Yankees, folks.
God, I wish.
So, want to hear a quick funny story?
Yeah, sure.
So I had this job a long time ago, and I had a boss that was a real stickler on dress code. And on a Friday, it was casual Fridays, and the rule was just jeans and a polo shirt. That was about the extent of it. So I went in one day trying to push the limit with jeans and a t-shirt, and he got mad at me. He said, "You dress for the job you want, not the job you have."
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So to be a smart ass, the very next week for a casual Friday, I went in with the baseball uniform on. I said, I want to be a baseball player. He didn't find it funny.
Oh man, I wouldn't find that funny either.
No, that was funny. It was funny.
But now it's real funny. That is fucking real. Kids, I don't know. I like Mike, you said dress to impress. You only get one chance. Or maybe Gabe, you just said dress to impress, but you said you only get one chance to make first impression.
Yeah,
I agree with that completely. Okay, it is so world. I mean, world. It's so weird. I know I brought up a few times during this podcast about how kids and just the way things are going and how I fear for the future and stuff, because these guys, like, they're so, I don't know. I mean, maybe fragile is the word, that I'm looking for. I just worry. Okay. But have you noticed, okay, with kids today, have you noticed that kids don't know how to make change at the register?
Oh. If it's not for the computer telling them exactly, and half the time it spits out the change for them now, right? Yeah. You see that shoots it down to the little cup thing? Thank God for that.
Like, next time you're at the supermarket or whatever, I hit a drive-through the other day, okay? And it was Taco Bell. I'll just say it was Taco Bell. And I gave the kid, what I think it was, I want to say it was like $29.18 was my total, okay? It wasn't just for me, I swear. Anyway, $29.18.
82 cents.
Yeah, no. Boom. So, no, dude, I do this sometimes. Like, usually, most of the time, I always pay everything with a card. But if I have cash on me, I'll use cash. So I was using cash. So I'll do this on purpose sometimes, just to watch these kids sweat. Just to watch the panic on their face. So I gave him $29.18 was the total. I gave him 2 20s. I got in my truck. I got a little change stuff that I was trying to get rid of. It was a dime and 2 nickels. Okay. So 40, 20.
Yeah.
The total was $29.18. You should have seen this kid's face. Okay. You should have seen it. It was like, I just handed him, I don't know, €1 billion or something like that. He had no idea. He looked at me like for a second, like, first off, like, that I was thinking, like, to get change, and I was handing him cash and, like, not a credit card. Like, that's when the panic started to set in. Right. And he's just looking at me, and I'm just like, and you see him, he's kind of like looking down, and even they do like you said, they do the math for you on the computer, but he's looking down, and it's just like, wow.
The fear.
Yeah.
It's sad. They don't know how to do math. I mean, I don't know. When we were kids, we used to know, they made us learn the times tables from 1 to 12. You had to know it like the back of your hand.
Third grade.
Yeah. And now, right, like you said, they can't, do a simple addition and subtraction. It's sad. They rely too much on their computers and cell phones. And, we spoiled this generation. It's, it's our fault for,
absolutely
letting this technology keep going further and further and not teaching the basics,
Yeah, I agree. And, once again, brought this up on this pod, a few episodes ago, how we're taking the ability away for these kids to think and figure things out because the answers are right in their hand, right in their hand and a phone and stuff. And it's sad. But
what the hell did you order that was almost $30?
It was actually for me and our Brew Crew partner here, Joseph. He's not here tonight.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it was for someone else and you, not just you, because that's a hefty order.
No, yeah, I know. Well, yeah, but the prices have gone up, man. Okay, the inflation is real. All right.
They still have the $5 box, no?
No,
he's like, I don't order that shit.
I don't order that stuff. I'm getting friggin' burritos and whatever,
quesadillos.
But I was going in and I text our buddy. I was beating up with him. I'm like, yeah, you want to stop and get some Taco Bell? He's like, absolutely. Joe, we miss you.
Actually, since he's been sick, Shake Shack stock has went down.
I feel like you're having a seizure right now. You all right?
Went down 13% since Joey's been sick. They miss you, Joe. Get well soon.
Shake Shack. I gotta get there, man. He's like, man, I feel like he might have bought a franchise and he just hasn't told us yet.
Yeah, secretly.
All right, so I brought up. You were saying no. Where were you? You were saying something like about it in store. I don't know. It made me think of it. I was out doing a little Christmas shopping this past weekend. Okay, and yeah. I cannot believe my eyes what I saw. First, my wife saw it first, and then she kind of like elbowed me a little bit, kind of like nudged me, like look in that direction. I couldn't believe what I saw. All right. So I think it was our very first episode. Gabe, maybe you correct me, right? When I was talking about emotional support animals and how people bring,
yeah,
there was this dog in the pizzeria.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw something I've never seen before. All right. There was a man, okay, walking around with a basket. Okay. It was almost like, I don't know what that thing is called. Is it maybe a papoose? I don't know what it is. Where you would carry a baby and stuff.
Yeah.
So he had it in front of him. Okay. So the straps were kind of like, picture like wearing a backpack, like frontwards. Right. So that's kind of like how he had it. He had it frontwards, and he was like this basket, and it was a freaking cat inside of it. Dude, we were in like I forgot what it's called. It was a department store, but Home Sense? I don't know. One of those. It was just like, some kind of one of those stores. Home Goods, Home Sense, one of those stores. And this guy's walking around with that.
Yeah. Well,
come on, man.
It's come on. That's not even emotional support.
What's going on?
He wanted to be the cat lady, that guy. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying,
that guy.
Seriously though, like what?
Fluffy can't be left home alone.
I think, and I told Melissa, I told my wife, I go, that guy better be moving. He better be moving right now. He just made a pit stop. Like, you know what I mean? He wanted to take the cat. There's got to be something. Why would you leave the house, put the cat in this basket, and then wear it like, like a backwards backpack?
Would it be more acceptable if it was a dog?
No.
Carrying it like a baby, right?
Not to me. But you just, I feel like you see it more with dogs. I don't think I've ever seen anybody walk around with a cat.
It's because cats, they don't listen. They do their own thing. I don't know. I know, Mr.
Please don't try to justify this, okay? All right, don't.
No, there is no justification carrying a cat around like a baby around, a grown man. No way. No.
It's not a pet store. It's not a pet store.
It was a Target, you said?
It was like a Home Sense, like a Home Goods kind of store. Shopping for my daughter for Christmas.
Listen, you always take the chance when you say things, right, to get canceled and shit these days. But we have gone soft. Like, you say with the children and technology and stuff like that, we take everybody's feelings into consideration, and it's everybody. And does it have to be everybody? Can we just say some people are fucking lunatics and, no, you're not allowed to fucking bring your cat into the store? I mean, that's legit. It's a wild animal that runs after mice and stuff. And you have this thing, going around the store with fucking regular people. It's just not right. But are we the bad guys to say, bro, it's not the right thing to do? Keep your cat at home? You can't do that. You can't say that nowadays. Why not?
Because
legit.
First off, you're offending the cat. Okay, that's first off.
Yeah, cuddles.
Yeah, and then second, I'm saying, like, you can't do that now. Let me tell you right now, okay? I was shaking my head.
But this is the point. The next generation is getting soft. This is the reason. If we can't tell a fucking guy, keep your fucking cat at home, it starts right there. It really does.
Listen.
It really does.
I mean, look, to really break this down, did it bother me? Like, it's like, he wasn't in my way. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like the cat was meowing, making noises. But it wasn't being disruptive.
Right. But if you listen, you had a severe allergic reaction to cats. That's a legit thing, right? Okay, you're right. That's legit. That's a good point. And so his right to carry his cat around is more important than the rights of regular human beings with cat allergies in the store. Like, they have no rights now because you want to carry your cat around. Now you should break out with hives and have watery eyes because this guy's feelings going to get hurt.
That is, because I'm not allergic to cats, so I never thought of that. But that is a great point. I see where you're coming from with that. And no, I would have to give it to the person who's allergic to say,
Sometimes I just want to, say to society, just wake up. It's common sense things like that. Like,
dude, it was.
We don't have to take everybody's feelings into consideration. It's okay to get your feelings hurt every once in a while. It's okay for me to stomp on you when you're trying to talk and shut you down.
But you do that shit every week.
But Adrian did have a cat, and
I had many cats when I was a kid. I didn't fucking carry around in a basket with me though in the food store. You know what I mean?
I had a neighbor that had a cat on a leash.
What?
Yeah, he had a cat on a leash.
Yeah,
he would take it for walks.
That's not even right. Because cat doesn't heal. The cat's just trying to wander. I don't know.
Look, yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with Gabe because I had cats. Okay, but I mean, I've never seen that before. I've never seen a cat carried around in a fucking cat basket or whatever you want to call it. And it was a little shocking, and I didn't say anything because, like I said, it's that guy's doing him, and if he needed it, he needed it. I don't know, but I'm not allergic to cats. But Mike, you brought up a great point, and that's true. I feel for those people that maybe are allergic to cats, allergic to dogs, and listen, the guy who's allergic to dogs shouldn't have to worry about going to Home Depot and worried about getting into some having some allergic reaction.
And I think the only animal that is actually allowed in a papoose that would be cool be like a freaking monkey or something like that. If he was carrying around a little monkey or something, you'd be like, oh, that shit is pretty cool.
But, okay, so there it is now. So
yeah, there's a double standard.
So
if the animal is cool, hell yeah, but not a cat.
So you're saying we have animal bias?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So to Mike's point about the allergic reaction, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but there are some ballparks now that have a no peanut section for people that have peanut allergies.
Wow.
That's insane.
I went to a game once, and this lady asked everyone around her, hey, can you not have peanuts because my son has a peanut reaction?
How'd that go?
And we all looked at her like, you fucking crazy? Like, no, it's a ballpark, I'm eating peanuts. This is what we do. This is a tradition.
Like, no.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No, I have nieces. I have a niece that she has a lot of allergies, and so we learn to be respectful and actually read the labels. Stuff that is not even made with nuts and peanuts was made in a factory with nuts and peanuts, and you can't even present it to these people. People with allergies like that. So it has made me aware, but. Honestly, like, where did that come from? When we were little kids, everybody ate peanut butter and jelly.
Well, I was just going to ask you that. Do you remember? I mean, because we've went to school together our whole lives.
No.
Do you remember anybody having a peanut allergy?
No, not at all.
Gabe, do you?
No.
I can't think of anyone having a peanut allergy when we were younger.
And so, it's one of those things that
I'm not saying it's not real.
No, it is real. I mean, these kids, they do have hives and stuff like that.
What happened?
This is what I'm saying. They break out with hives and,
No, but what changed? What happened that all of a sudden,
honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's as big as they portray it to be, because it may be just the one kid in the whole school that could be affected by it. And that one kid is enough to shut it down for everyone.
No, well, and like I said, my wife's school teacher at her school, I mean, they have tables where it's like.
Just peanut free?
Yeah. Like, there's like sections where you can't have anything. I mean, you can't even bring anything now. Like, remember, like we'd have like right around this time of year, Christmas time, you can't like have a holiday party and like everybody brings in food, they don't do that. My mom's making cupcakes and this one's making cookies and stuff. Like, you can't do that stuff like from outside. Everything's got to be like checked, and it's ridiculous. But because of those allergies,
listen, just have the EpiPen available. Pop. What's the difference?
Yeah. But then that's
just like gluten. When we were kids, no one had a gluten allergy until 10 years ago.
You're absolutely
all of a sudden, people started having gluten allergies.
No, yeah, absolutely right.
But I think a lot of it comes with just the development of the processed foods. There's way more processed foods nowadays than there used to be.
Yeah.
So it takes a toll.
I mean, you go over to to Europe and stuff. Like if you're buying bread in Europe, like you better eat it in 2 days.
It gets hard.
Because it's going to go bad. Where it's like
no preservative.
I could keep a loaf of bread in my fridge for like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? I mean, I could keep it in like, I feel like it takes forever for to get moldy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you better, whatever you buy, you better eat it within a few days, across the pond there. Anyway, I don't know. And you know what? I feel terrible, man. Feel terrible for those kids.
Not being able to experience peanut butter.
How good is a peanut butter jelly sandwich, right? I mean,
a Reese's peanut butter cup, they used to be my favorite candy in the world.
Perfectly any time of the day. Any time of the day.
The peanut butter is one of the best fucking foods there is out there. Let's face it.
Those poor bastards.
Yeah. Leave the rest for us. We'll take it.
That's funny.
So, do you ever get the fucking feeling that you're living in a simulated world? this is a real thing, you know. People talk about it. Almost like
You're gonna have to
like
explain this.
Matrix kind of like the Matrix. Like this is digitalized fake, and someone has created us as characters, and we're just living out, you know. I don't know. This is a real thing people do talk about.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm listening.
No. I don't believe in any of that shit.
This is real to you.
Yes, this is absolutely real to me.
Okay. Do you ever get
Hold on, wait. Like, what did somebody, like, do you know somebody who believes in this? Like, do you talk, like, where's this come from?
No.
You read about this?
No. Listen, we have a podcast. We got to come up with, you know, different topics, and this is legit though. People are you know.
But I'm saying, but you actually read it. So you read about this?
Yeah. No, I listened to some people talk about it, and you know, I don't know. They have these theories, you know, and like, do you ever have moments of deja vu where
Yes.
where you think you know
Yes.
you felt like you've done this before?
Yes.
How do you explain that?
That I feel like that to me is connected to dreams. To me,
Dreams are deep too. Like, you know, think about it. Everything in your dream, you've created. Every conversation, everything, that's all you. You know what I mean? If you had dialogue with somebody else, that was all you making that up in your head. You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah, right? I mean,
Do you remember your dreams?
not very often.
I
No.
very rarely do it.
Yeah. My wife, oh my God, she'll go on and on telling you about her dreams from last week.
My wife could, like, she remembers them very vividly. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe girls, you know, maybe it's more sharper for the girls than it is for us. Yeah, because when I wake up, I'm already like, okay, what do I have to do? And I'm not even thinking about what I just did, you know? She's like, oh my God, this dream was like so real. You know, I'm like, oh God, here we go. Hour and a half later. You know.
Now, do you like feel like you're falling in your dreams at all? Like, you ever like shake and wake up?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is the freakiest situation, right? Like, you're like, whoa.
I feel like
feel it. You feel it.
I feel like that happens very often for me.
Very often.
Yeah.
I mean, people that are into dreams, they'll tell you that means something. Like, you know, yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember my dreams.
Unsettled or something like that, yeah.
But like, I'll shake myself to wake up, you know, and I know that's what it is. But I sleep terrible anyway.
Do you ever have reoccurring dreams?
Yes, I can get, like, I could be in a dream, wake up, fall back asleep, and get back into that dream.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's happened. But no, dude, come on.
I used to dream
Like a Matrix. That's what you're talking about. Like when your first question there.
The simulation. Yeah. You know, Gabe, you said you were talking about this recently, right?
Yeah. So we talked about this on my podcast, and the reason why it came up was because I have very, very, very vivid dreams. Apparently, I'm one of 2% people in the world that has reoccurring vivid dreams daily.
And they're reoccurring.
Yes.
Like almost ongoing saga.
Yes.
Oh.
And I'm also one of the only, I think I was only in 1% of people in the world that can dream, wake up, and then start that dream from where it left off.
Gabe, I just said the same thing. Come on.
You're in that 1%.
No, but you start like it continues, like the next chapter, like the storyline continues.
Yeah. That I've done. Yeah. Me too.
So one of my dreams was that's always reoccurring. Something wakes me up in the middle of the night. I go out to my window just to kind of look outside the window, and all of a sudden I see a huge mushroom cloud. Things get really hot and warm, intensely warm really quick, and then super hot, and then I wake up.
You peed yourself, Gabe. That's what that is.
So what leads me to one of my other topics is like doomsday preppers. So your dream, you're seeing some kind of like what, nuclear explosion, mushroom cloud, some kind.
Yeah, that's kind of what I see.
And so do you guys do any type of prepping at all? Like, do you have 8 cases of water? Do you have fucking iodine pills? Do you have duct tape and plastic? Like, are you a prepper at all?
No.
No, huh?
Not at all.
You're flying by the seat of your pants.
Yeah.
You don't care.
I mean, because honestly, I mean, I don't know if it's good or it's bad. I just don't think about that shit.
What about like guns and ammo and shit like that?
Well, I mean,
no. Are you loaded with ammo like for days or?
No, not for days.
Yes,
No.
yes. I have.
Yes.
Not for days.
I have. I don't want to say exactly because I don't want the FBI to come knocking on my door. But if I mean, first of all, if I need that much ammo to secure my home, I'm probably already going to be dead in a few hours because I'm going to be overwhelmed just by myself. But with that said, the intent of having this much ammo is in case I need to help my city be fortified.
Okay.
And do you have like a bunker, or do you
No, but
how much
I've
preparation
actually
have you done? Are we talking like canned goods and bathtubs full of water, or what do we got going on here?
no. So I've actually already started preparing for prepping. So I've already selected the closet that I'm going to be knocking out, and I'm going to be putting a safe room in, pretty much like a storm shelter. It's 3-inch metal walls. I'm going to be getting 55-gallon drums, connecting that to my water spouts from the roof, collecting rainwater. So I've already started preparing because this is a brand new house to me. So, I can't really do too much right away, but there are plans. And with all the deer that's around me, all the wild turkey, all the game, there's plenty of meat that I can harvest around me. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not a big vegetable guy. I'm not a big fruit guy anyway. So that part isn't really concerning to me. It's just the meat that I'm really more concerned with, having that protein.
It's just
Gabe, if next time if we ever have the opportunity to be in each other's company, you got a big hug coming to you, all right? You got a big hug coming to you from me, all right, buddy? Okay.
Is it a sympathetic hug, or is it like
it could be sympathetic, condescending, however you want to put it. It's going to be a couple of pats on the back, but it's going to be a big one. I'm going to bring you in, all right?
Better safe than sorry, right, Gabe?
Exactly.
Guys, all right. So let's ask you, buddy. You brought it up. Where are you at?
My wife, she's into that shit. She has backpacks with one with medicines and stuff, one I don't know, sewing stuff just in case you have to do this and then. She bought a couple of those blue water containers that you could keep water in for X amount of time, and I don't know. And she does it. She's a nervous wreck all the time. Me, I say, I really don't give a shit. Like if the shit goes down, I'll handle it when the time comes. Because you never know the situation. You never really know where you're going to be, and you never know how shit's going to go down, So you can have all this prep and stuff done and not even be home when shit goes down and be separated from all your stuff, So you got to be able to think on your feet and improvise.
So with you guys being out in the city on the coast, I think you're more susceptible to having shortages and not having any supplies because you're in a very, very populated area. It's very dense with people. So the amount of people that are going to be flooding the stores for the immediate stuff, that's all going to be gone within hours. And then what are you going to do?
Once again,
you deal with it when it comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is
you hope and pray that nothing ever goes down like that, and
And I'm starting to question what this says about me because I don't think about this shit at all.
No, I mean there's a whole bit. Like, please, you could spend thousands and millions, on doomsday prepping. They're building shelters in their backyard and food that lasts 30 years.
Okay. And you know what I would love to know? What's the life expectancy of these people?
Really,
That's what I would like
everything's contaminated outside.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying like you're sitting there, you're stressing out over, things you can't control. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to know what the life expectancy is.
No, I mean, and you some of these people are like, oh no, it's coming, it'll be here tomorrow. The world is doomed. But
so it's even gone to the point where I've already coordinated with a bunch of friends out here in Tennessee, where if something was to go down and it's like a Red Dawn situation, we're meeting at X place, we're bringing X amount of ammo, we're bringing only X amount of guns, we're bringing only X amount of people. Because if we bring in too many people, we're not going to have enough food to supply everyone for X amount of days.
They've had meetings on this.
How do you make the cut? How do you make the cut to be one of those people?
Well, first of all, you got to survive the exodus from the city. So, I mean, that's your first thing. You gotta survive the incoming invasion, so to speak, tongue in cheek type thing. But yeah, I mean, it sounds crazy. I admit it. It sounds crazy.
It absolutely does. It sounds fucking crazy.
But it's legit though, you know. I mean, a lot of people are fucking investing their time and money into this, you know, prepping.
So, I mean, just imagine if you're in Jerusalem and all of a sudden you got these Palestinians coming paragliding into your city, and all of a sudden you're like, shit, I wish I would have fucking prepared.
Well, I mean, I think that's a kind of situation that, you know,
that was an invasion.
Yeah,
that was
yeah, but that's what we're talking about, right? Is
how do you
an invasion or of some sort or an apocalyptic?
So I just saw this movie with Julia Roberts and oh my God, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, my wife wants to see it.
What's the name of it?
Kevin Bacon's in it.
Yes.
Right? Marshala Ali. I mean, he's fabulous actor. That guy.
Yeah. Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah. So I just saw it 2 days ago.
Good. Don't tell me.
Leave the World Behind.
Yes, Leave the World Behind. Yes.
Did you see it, Gabe?
No, it's on my list though.
So it's good. You know, it makes you aware of possible, you know, things that could go wrong, and if they did go wrong, how, you know, people can make things, you know, worse. And I guess I don't want to blow it because I'm sure you're gonna watch it. They weren't prepared.
This was like a cyber attack, right?
Yeah. So I didn't want to blow it for you, but yeah, it was like they took out the satellites.
Okay.
All right. And then that caused power outages. Right. And then the kind of movie's screwed up because they say the satellites were taken out, but yet they were able to hack all the autonomous cars and get them to fucking pile up on all the major expressways and stuff so that no one could leave.
Wow.
Yeah, control chaos. It was.
Right. You're starting to get the movie away.
Oh, well, you asked, you know. So, you know, that's what made me start thinking about these doomsday preppers and stuff. Like, they were on vacation on Long Island, by the way. They were on vacation and they weren't ready. You know, they were in other people's houses. They Airbnb'd someone's house and this shit is going down around them.
See, now that's something I thought of. That's something I thought of as far as evacuation. We live on an island.
Oh, you're screwed, bro.
Yeah. So did they show that?
Well, they bunk it down. Like I said, because of this controlled chaos, there was no way for them to get off. To the point where, I don't know, oil tankers were losing their GPS and airplanes were losing their GPS and just crashing.
Oh, my
goodness. Yeah. It was bad. So, you know.
Good movie, though? You recommend it?
I recommend you watch it. Maybe to make you a little more aware of the possibility that we could get cyber, you know, terrorists attacked. And
maybe I could get myself ready to be part of Gabe's crew.
Buy a couple.
Yeah, we could always use another soldier, man.
Cans of mixed vegetables.
I'd make the cut. You think?
But
you're specialized in weaponry, right?
Yeah, I am.
He is.
I am specialized.
Yeah, you're on our team.
Yeah, I am.
You're in.
Hand-to-hand combat too, Gabe.
There you go. But I think actually the closest we are to any sort of danger, if you want to call it that, is the collapse of the banking system. Because all it takes is for everyone to withdraw their money.
Yes. And
then it collapses. And once the banking system collapses, everything is going to go to shit really, really quick.
Well, we've seen banks, not the banking system. We've seen banks collapse even in recent times, and you know, our government just bails them out with free money. Here you go.
Well, I mean,
here you go.
Right? We have.
I mean, the rich keep getting richer, and
but we have somebody very, very close to us that has a relative. Of their bank's collapse.
That's right. Yeah.
And
he lost a lot. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, he lost a lot.
I mean, hundreds of millions. Yeah, he lost. So there's no bailout. You know.
His particular bank, though, did they not get bailed out by the government?
No, his one of the most recent collapses.
Yeah, that's what. But at that time, there was like 2 or 3 banks were going down. Just saying, a couple of them did get saved though. They did get handouts.
Those most recent ones, there was like 3 that collapsed like within a month.
Right, and I know he had one of those.
Yeah,
but I could have sworn that a couple of those banks did get bailed out. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, it was Citizens Bank, First Republic Bank, Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and Heartland. Heartland State Bank.
He was,
And the government bailed how many of them out?
This is saying this doesn't give any sort of bailout information.
I don't think any of them. I'm going to be honest. I don't think any of them. He was one of those first three. And I mean, he had a,
Yeah, I know he took a hard hit.
Go before Congress and stuff. It was,
Maybe we'll get him on the podcast.
maybe it was crazy. Anyway, all right. So we start coming to the end here. We're going to talk about our weekly segment, best thing we ate this week. Okay. And I know Gabe, why don't you know what? First off, once again, it's Christmas time. Okay. This segment is sponsored by one of the locals. Okay. Long Island lifestyle apparel brand. Oneoflocals.co. It's still time, folks. Gabe, what's the best thing you ate this week?
So because it is Christmas, one of the things that Mexicans like to do because they're so poor is unwrap tamales because sometimes they don't have anything else to unwrap. So I went down to our local taco place that I've never been to, and I placed an order for a couple of dozen tamales. And while I was there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to cheat a little bit on my diet. I'm going to have a burrito.
Wait,
So I ordered a burrito.
You ordered a couple of dozen tamales, and then one burrito's cheating?
Well, I mean, we're gonna be having people over, so that
right.
so
Tamales
it's
small,
for
though.
Yeah, they're small. So I ordered a steak burrito, and I'm thinking it's going to be this little rinky dink thing that might fill me up if I'm lucky. Well, this thing comes out, and it's about the size of my forearm.
Nice.
And it's just loaded with rice, beans, meat, chili, pico de gallo, cheese. And it reminded me of a burrito that I used to get back home in LA from my favorite taco place. And I bring it home and I unwrap it. I put it on my plate. My wife looks at it like, holy shit.
That's a meal.
That's a meal, yeah. So I took a bite and I was like, oh, it just melts in your mouth. It's a homemade tortilla. If you ever had a homemade tortilla, it's night and day difference between what you buy off the shelf. So this thing was just not only nostalgic, but just so flavorful. And it's quickly become my favorite place to go to now when I'm going to want a burrito.
Nice. You found the spot.
Yeah. Ceci's Taco Shop here in Tennessee.
Nice. Now, was that your first time there?
First time there.
Okay, good. Good for you.
And only because I was going to order tamales.
How are the tamales?
I pick them up on the 23rd.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we pre-order them because, I mean, for Mexicans have to pre-order tamales because they're hard to make, take a long time to make. And if you're within a bunch of Mexican families, that's the staple of a Mexican Christmas meal is a tamale.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Michael, what's the best you ate this week?
So I gotta be honest with you.
Please don't lie to us.
No. So where I was watching my Giants the other night, I ordered Chinese food, and nothing special. I ordered from May Garden, but I sat there with a whole large order of bone-in spare ribs. Bone-in spare ribs while I was watching the game, and I was in absolute heaven.
That's ambitious.
Oh my God. Huh? They were so juicy.
Fighting with the bone.
They were falling off the bone. There was no fighting.
I only get boneless.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's a different world. You have to, tack it. It's almost like wings, but it's so much better,
Shout out to May Garden, still getting it done. That was our spot when we were kids.
Yeah. 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Over 30 years.
Still getting it done.
Still going.
Wow. All right, cool. Best thing I ate this week is I was in a restaurant in Bayshore. First of all, Bayshore. I don't know the last time you were in Bayshore. For our listeners and stuff. No, I mean it's been, it's blown up for a while. It's similar to Patchogue. But for our listeners, Bayshore has several fantastic restaurants. I mean, there was so much to choose from. So we went to Coastal Kitchen. I don't know if you've been there or not. Best thing, we split an order of nachos, and then I had this burger. There's their Coastal burger, and it was, a nice, fat, juicy burger.
handmade, no frozen patty.
No. Bun was perfect. And then it had bacon, cheese, pineapple, because this is kind of like an island kind of vibe, the place?
Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh, and I never had pineapple on a burger before.
No.
Never. It works.
Hit the spot.
It works, man.
Little sweetness.
Yeah, it was good. It's good. That's definitely the best thing I ate this week. Best thing we ate this week, sponsored by oneofthelocals.co.
All right.
Yeah, awesome. All right, we got some Brew Crew email.
Our mailbag.
Yes. Brew Crew email. Let me pull it up here.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Brew Crew, guys, please. I know I said if you're lucky, please forget all that. Okay. Keep emailing us. The emails are, we didn't get too many this week, but
the more the merrier.
yes, it's at brewcrew@beersandbs.com.
Go ahead, Benny. Send them in, Benny.
brewcrew@beersandbs.com. Seriously, we love the questions. We got one here from Alyssa from Wading River. What is the last concert you went to?
I believe the last concert I went to, it was either Chicago or the Eagles last year.
Jones Beach?
No.
Bald Hill?
No, I actually saw them at Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
I think it was Chicago at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut.
How was that?
Oh, come on, Chicago.
I love Chicago. That's what I'm saying. But got Peter Cetera up there. So
No, but still, they crazy.
The guy they had was good?
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
They were playing at Jones Beach, but I feel like, I can't go see them.
Why not?
Because
no, they were on the list, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, like epic band. So I was debating. I can't believe it, but the freaking Rolling Stones are still.
I know
they're still going. And so I turned to my wife. I'm like, we never saw the Stones. And she's like, do you want it? I'm like, I don't really want to, but we have the opportunity to do. I think we should. I don't know.
I have no desire to see the Rolling Stones, but I agree with you. That's kind of iconic. The guy's been doing it for 50 years, 50 plus years.
I don't know. So we're debating.
I mean, probably close to 60 years they've been doing it.
Dude, they're in their 80s. Some of them. It's insane. Insane.
Gabe, what about you? What's the last concert you went to?
If it's a music concert, it was Steely Dan, and they did the Asia album.
Oh, nice.
If it was a comedy concert, it was Kevin Hart.
Ooh. That must have been fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Where they play?
Very fun.
Where did Kevin Hart play?
It was at the Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville.
Nice.
That's a nice arena.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very intimate.
Last concert I went to is, go figure, right? Man. Anybody who knows me, Dave Matthews Band.
We're at the Garden?
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago. Joey and I went. I saw Dave Matthews 3 times this summer. Well,
that night, did Joey buy a poster?
He did.
He did?
He did.
So he went home on the train with the poster?
Yeah.
It's dedication.
Yeah. Oh, he's in it, dude. Yeah. Look, I'm a fan. I'll never, ever disrespect the man. I'll never disrespect the man by saying I'm the same kind of fan as he is. Yeah. He's fully invested.
Like the fucking lighters on and he's
no, it's not like that. I mean, but he is cool. I mean, he could tell you what song's being played by what guitar.
Oh, they're pulling it out? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's good like that. That's
Do you think I wish he was here? Has he gone to the same concert back-to-back days?
Oh yeah.
I have. And so the band plays different songs different nights and stuff like that.
Yeah. When years ago, there was probably, it's going back probably 25 years ago. I would see him probably 15 times, 15 times, 5 times a summer.
Dave Matthews?
Yeah. He'd play
It didn't water it down for you?
No.
I've seen Billy Joel 4 times and I'm like, I don't need to see him.
It's just fun. There was the whole, everything traveling, tailgating, hanging out, you go with different crowds. Like when he was playing at the old Meadowlands, I'd see him. He played there 2 nights. I'd see him there. Then I go see him in Hartford. Then you go see him over, in Connecticut. And then it's just you just travel around and stuff. And I would see him he played Jones Beach, and then he didn't play at Jones Beach for years. I would just locally. I wouldn't travel far. Joey, I think one summer traveled with the band. Yeah, and he went to a bunch. So
super fan.
I saw Prince 2 nights in a row once because I was hoping he would have a different set. And the first night he didn't do Nikki, or hump the stage, which I was hoping he would do one or the other. So the second night, it was the exact same set. And I was not exactly bummed out because, I mean, still seen Prince.
Right.
But I was just bummed out that it was the same set.
That is weird. I've never been to a show where they played the same exact show.
Back to back.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
My mom's seen Prince probably about 7 times.
Really?
Yeah.
He disappointed me when he died. Like, you know, there was a point where it was like he was the last man standing in our generation. Like, oh, the one guy that didn't fucking do drugs and die, you know? And
yeah, well, no,
you know,
he did.
It caught up.
He did.
I was shocked. I was like, really, Prince? You know, him too.
Yeah, that was sad. He was.
We lost everybody.
He was definitely. I would definitely consider Prince like a musical genius.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I mean, and not just his songs. Like I think he collaborated and wrote on a lot of people,
Yeah.
and you know, he's attributed with their success. A lot of people's success. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a big loss.
Yeah, he was. He was something. You know, I never saw him though.
No.
All right, we got one more question. One more from the Brew Crew email. We have Amanda from Patchogue. Pretty simple. Ready?
Hit.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee all day.
All day.
Yeah. But you know what? I grew up on tea. I don't want to, knock anybody tea lovers.
Wait. What?
Yeah, my mother used to make me tea when I was
Holy shit.
kid,
Here we go again. I knew it. I knew we couldn't get through an episode without your mom doing something for you. Okay.
She loves me.
Your mom used to make you tea?
Yeah.
When?
When I was a little kid.
Like when we were young? So like what? Before I come to hang out, hey, can Mike come out and play?
Listen,
you'd have a fucking cup of tea?
Days like that, if I stood home sick or something like that, she would make me tea. And I'm the kind of guy, I need milk and sugar in my tea. I don't know. A lot of, I guess, British people, they go straight tea and shit, but I'm a milk and sugar tea guy. But as I'm older, I can't even remember the last time I had a cup of tea,
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so coffee daily,
Gabe?
I'm one of the weirdos in the world that does not drink coffee or tea. I drink water every single moment that I'm thirsty.
When you want something nice and warm to drink, hot cocoa?
I don't even drink cocoa or nothing. So quick story about coffee in my experience. First time I had coffee, I hated the taste of it. Second time, I was working a construction summer job. The foreman brings coffee for everyone. I take all the sugar packets and put it in my coffee to make it sweeter because I just hated the taste. I happen to put my cup next to the foreman's. He picks up my cup on accident, takes a drink, and he's like, "Holy shit, whose fucking coffee is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's mine." He's like, "I'm not bringing you coffee ever again."
That's it. Yeah. They sweetened it up so much that it was disgusting to him, huh?
Yeah. So at that point, I realized if I have to put that much sugar in coffee, it's not for me.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste, though, right? Sometimes it could be bitter.
Let me tell you. So my answer is coffee, but I didn't start drinking coffee until I was 29 years old.
Right.
I mean, but now,
there's not a day you miss it, right?
No. I've tried to give it up, not for the sense, it wasn't even so much like a health reason. It was just more because I was frustrated how it had such a hold on me. Like I was so dependent on it, the caffeine. I stopped, I tried so maybe I gave it for a day and a half. I started getting headaches because the withdrawal from caffeine. And I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. I love it. You know what I mean? I wake up and I crave it.
Really?
Yeah.
So in the mornings, I'm good for a small cup. And most of the time, I don't even finish that small cup. If I overdo it in the morning with coffee, it acts like a laxative to me. It'll go right through me. At night, if I eat a big meal and if I want a cup of coffee, it literally, I don't know, I'm a weirdo, but it'll put me to sleep. Coffee, is a stimulant and it has caffeine and stuff. And if I'm on a full belly and I drink a cup of coffee, that is it. Lights out. My wife,
See, I'll only drink a coffee in the morning.
Really? As a stimulant.
2 cups.
Yeah.
I have 2 cups in the morning, and that's it for the rest of the day. Very rarely, every now and then. Actually, I had a small cup the other day, around 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just because somebody was getting in, like, "Hey, you want a coffee?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll grab one." And that somebody was Joey. that like usually, but the 2 cups in the morning, that's it. I'm good. You know,
My wife,
sometimes I crave it, but I won't do it because I sleep terrible as it is, and I don't want anything to affect that.
my wife has these K cups. It's a vanilla latte. I want to say it's something called like the brand is like Ice Cream Shop or something like that. But oh my God.
It's good.
Bro, all you do is drop the K cup in there.
Yeah.
No, you need to add nothing.
Yeah, it's like a Keurig.
Dude. Yeah, it's in the cure. But this vanilla latte is so delicious. It's like dessert.
And it's Ice Cream Shop?
It is the brand, I believe it is. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Ice Cream Shop.
I gotta look for it.
Yeah, oh my God.
I haven't used my Keurig.
It's addicting. Actually, a friend of mine, Nikki, referred, he's like, here, try this. I bought it at home. She tried it. She ordered it by the case. Now she's like, fuck Nikki. I gained like 3 pounds because of this shit. But yeah, no, delicious. Very delicious.
Yeah. So Amanda, thank you for reaching out. But Mike and I had coffee, and Gabe's just water.
Nobody does, gets down.
I love the
Earl
smell of
Grey.
coffee.
You like the smell of it?
Love the smell of coffee.
Yeah.
The aroma is awesome. My wife drinks a lot of coffee, so and every morning the house smells like a fresh pot.
My aunts, they make the Cafe Bustelo, bro.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Oh, bro, they boil the milk on the stove.
Well,
Like,
yeah, that's how
they do it old school. They got the little net and they fucking filter the coffee.
that's how my aunts do it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
But that aroma, when he said aroma, when you smell that,
Yeah.
you're like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah,
that little silver kind of
yeah, the double stack thing,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's
Yeah.
exactly the same thing. My aunts.
Yeah.
My aunts are.
It's a lost art, like we're K-cupping it, if we can't pop it in the
But
fucking
no.
K-cup,
I'm still brewing Cafe Bustelo every morning.
Oh, yeah.
Every morning.
Nice.
It's that's good stuff. I like it strong.
They don't get much stronger than that.
No. So anyway, yeah, thank you. Please, guys, keep sending your emails to the beers and BS. No, God, I messed this up.
Brew
Where's
Crew.
Joey? Where's Joey? Brew Crew at beersandbs.com. Keep sending your questions in. We appreciate it.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
we love connecting with the audience. But that's how we wrap things up here. Usually with Brew Crew email.
Next week, we have a special guest.
Yes.
Shannon Gibbons.
Yes.
Rising star.
Former American Idol contestant.
She's got a taste of Hollywood. She's going to come over here and
She's promoting. She's doing a show. I don't know the exact name of it, but I know it's like a Christmas Spectacular on Ice kind of thing, but it's like that. I don't know the exact name, but she will be on next week. She'll be our
right here at our Gateway.
Yeah, the beautiful
Playhouse.
Bellport Village, the Gateway Playhouse.
So stay tuned. Next week should be definitely a fun show. Hopefully we get our buddy Joey back.
Yeah, no, he'll be back. He's starting to feel a little bit better today, but he just wasn't well enough. He'll be back though. Yeah, we miss you, Joe. Feel better, and yeah, tune in. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back next week. And this will be our last episode next week for the season until 2024, guys. Okay.
Gabe, like always, thank you. Pixel Row Media.
Seriously, Gabe, couldn't do without you.
All right.
Appreciate
No
you.
problem.
Thanks, folks.
Everybody get home safe.
Have a good night.